This is Louis Pasteur. Well, not exactly. Let's zoom in real quick. There, that's Louis Pasteur. When you go and buy milk and look at the label, you see this and probably think of pasture. I'm here to tell you that thought is wrong. Louis Pasteur grew up in Dole, Jura, France, in a Catholic family of a poor tanner. His family moved around the Jura department in his early years. Louis was both dyslexic and dysgraphic, meaning that he had trouble spelling, reading, sounding, especially with writing words. This caused him to struggle a lot in school. He later became a professor at the University of Strasbourg, where he married the daughter of the university's rector, Marie Laurent, where they had 5 children, only 2 of which survived adulthood. Louis Pasteur conducted a variety of different research topics and discovered a multitude of discoveries, breakthroughs, and advancements, such as germ theory of disease, development of vaccines such as rabies, anthrax, chicken cholera, pasteurization, disproving spontaneous generation, founding microbiology, founding immunology, attenuation of microbes for immunization. But we're only going to look at the most important ones: the germ theory, disproving spontaneous generation, development of vaccines, and pasteurization. First of all, the germ theory. At a time when most scientists believed diseases arose from bad air or imbalances inside the body, Pasteur offered a radical different idea that microscopic organisms or germs cause disease. Through diligent experiments, including studies of fermentation and his famous swan neck flask experiments, he demonstrated that microorganisms were carried in the air and caused spoilage and contamination, disproving spontaneous generation and proving that germs could invade and cause change. This was the core of the germ theory of disease and became the cornerstone of modern microbiology and transformed medicine forever. Building on the germ theory, Pasteur turned his attention to preventing disease. In the late 1870s and early 1880s, he developed vaccines against deadly infections by weakening disease-causing microbes. His first successful vaccine was for chicken cholera, where he weakened bacterial cultures, protected chickens from later exposure to a virulent strain. Next came the anthrax vaccine, proven in a dramatic public experiment at Puy-le-Fort, where vaccinated sheep survived while unvaccinated ones died. In 1885, Pasteur made perhaps his most famous breakthrough, a vaccine for rabies, a disease that was almost a certain death sentence at the time. He successfully treated a 9-year-old boy bitten by a rabid dog, showing the world that vaccines could save human lives. Chance favors only the prepared mind, Pasteur once said. This was a reflection of how observation, curiosity, and persistence drove his work. Pasteur's discovery of microbes' role in fermentation led him to pasteurization, a process of heating liquids to kill harmful microbes and prevent spoilage. Originally developed to save France's wine and beer industries, a technique now used worldwide to improve food safety. Now you might be asking yourself, did Louis Pasteur impact Victorian society by challenging or supporting the Victorian ways? Yes. Louis Pasteur significantly impacted Victorian society by challenging traditional medical beliefs while reinforcing confidence in scientific progress at a time when disease was commonly blamed on miasma or spontaneous generation. Pasteur's work showed that microorganisms cause disease, forcing a major shift in how Victorians understood illness, hygiene, and contagion. His impact ventured far past the Victorian era and into current modern society. Louis Pasteur's work has had a lasting impact on society by shaping modern medicine, public health, and food safety. His germ theory established the scientific basis for understanding infectious disease, leading to widespread use of vaccines. Pasteur's ideas continue to influence how societies prevent disease, regulate food safety through pasteurization, and rely on laboratory science to protect public health worldwide.